So I am in my home village, just waiting to catch a train and going to head up, and I'm doing WalesDuro this weekend. So I have got my bike ready, and yeah, heading up tonight. It's Friday. Race starts, well, is it a race? Probably not. Starts tomorrow, 2 days, length of Wales, time sections along the way. First time I've done it and looking forward to it. Should be hopefully a good race. So just started WalesDuro, rolling out of Bangor. At the moment we're on quite a nice little bike path. Just riding with James from Swansea. So I think that's one of the nice things about this type of route or type of event. Just this section out, untimed. Have a chat and take it fairly easy. So we're heading to stage, the first time section, which should be above Llanberis. I think it's a little while to go yet.
I think it's just along my sweat. Do you have a tarp over your head, Jen? Michael.
So, nice big climb.
Yeah.
Heading up towards the first stage, kind of Bethesda, and looking down, I think that's Llanberis. Oh, certainly a tough start. I think I got another few Ks to the start of the first stage. Typically, first little problem. Managed to break my bottle cage. Thankfully, well, I say hopefully, not too major. I know there's a town dog Esli, hopefully pick one up from a little bike shop there. And yeah, got all this baggage so I could just put the bottle somewhere else. And then, here we go. 1 kilometre to the start of the first stage. Luckily it didn't happen during the stage. Stage 1 done. I gotta say I wasn't particularly looking forward to that. Really slaty descent, so I took it easy going down and joined Llanberis Pass at the Penna Pass. So I just put my foot down a bit on that. So I got the com for the segment by a couple of seconds, I think maybe 3 seconds, but what I don't know is how other people play it, and I'm not going to find that out until potentially tomorrow night. Yeah, happy with that first one. Got a tailwind now to Capel, and then stage 2 starts fairly soon after that. So not long finished stage 2, and that was a brute. 40 minutes almost, and started off with a hiker bike. On the top it was really muddy, lots of puddles, and then dropped down fast, and then a killer road with a huge headwind up, and took it out of me, and I think I was a minute off what was the king of the mountain, but again, no idea where I'm finishing this. Now we're heading towards Cardiff for I think it's purely road, the third one. I kind of know it, but yeah, beautiful. Just finished stage 3, and that was one that had fire road to start, finished on a road climb, and it went pretty well. So I took the previous king of the mountain by a minute. So yeah, feeling pretty good about that. And I dropped into Dolgellau, stopped there, my favourite cafe, grabbed a coffee and some the best chocolate brownies that you can get. I've got one to keep for later. And now on a big climb out, road climb, and heading towards start of stage 4, which is short but really steep. So I'm not sure how clearly you might be able to see it, but stage 4 is up there, goes behind that little mountain, finishes on that peak. So it starts just after I cross the road where you see the cars going. So the normal road is up there, and then that peak just at the top there, that's where, if you've heard of the Mac Loop, that's where all the photographers go. And it's not far off that at the top, just at the trees, to where I finish. So yeah, I think it's under 2k, but it's steep. Check that out, what a view. So stage 4 done, and as expected, real killer. I'm not sure how I've done, because it's fully surfaced. I'm guessing a road bike's got to come, someone who's fresh. I've been up it before, so it's a personal best by a few minutes, but I've never attacked it, so who knows. But now downhill to Machynlleth, and it's a little bit up and down through Forge and then into the forest, and then one last killer climb, and that's going to be, yeah, stage 5, last stage today. Stage 5, day 1 done, and yeah, tough one, mostly because there's 125 k's in my legs. So yeah, it made it hard. A steep road climb to start, and then into a forest road, and it dragged up. But yeah, nowhere near the king of the mountain, so I don't know how I'll do on that one. Yeah, I know where I am now, know what I've got left, and it's pretty special. So just following a track like this all the way. That's Llyn, highest mountain in mid Wales, and right now we are really in the middle of nowhere. Absolutely magic, love it here. So I know this ford quite well. I've seen it deeper, but I know this is pretty deep. So I can either go for it, maybe take my shoes and socks off and walk across it. My feet are fairly dry at the moment, or maybe a bit of local knowledge might help. Look what I found here. A little way off. Not sure how many people know about it, but I'm glad I do today. Here in camp, and quite a nice little setup actually. I wasn't expecting anything like this. So I thought it was a good chance to just have a look at the setup I got, show you a few things. So first of all, this is the overall sort of, it's a gatewood cape. So it's kind of like a bivvy, or like a single skin tent. Designed to be held up with a walking pole. I've just got a custom carbon pole there. Does the trick. And then sleep-wise, got a bivvy bag as well. This is a Polycrow, sort of homemade ground sheet, and then sleeping bag. Luxury, I got a pillow this time, and pretty much everything that's there goes in the backpack, in the saddle pack. And then I've just got a bag of bits, charge cables, and a battery here, charging bits, charging a watch now at the minute. Yeah, just got some clothes and stuff drying, and it's been a really good setup. I've used this on a few trips, and yeah, overall it's just been really good. Good morning. I'm just leaving, first climb up now, and I had a decent night's sleep, and the food and everything there was just amazing, more than I was expecting. Found out that I've got some real competition, and then there's a guy who's just smashing me on all of the uphills, and there's about 30 seconds gap between us over all the yesterday stages. So today's going to be interesting. The only stage that I actually took any time out of him yesterday was a hiker bike. Today there's some big uphills, so I'm not sure if I'm going to have what it takes, but definitely going to give it everything. And yeah, a nice bit of gravel for breakfast, I think this segment is called, and it's quite apt. The first two climb sections of the day done. A bit of a mix. First one just a fire road climb, pushed as hard as I could, although it was pretty rough after breakfast. And then second one from Fire Roast. We knew this one, it's quite a long, or seems like a very long gradual road climb, a couple of sharp bits at the top, and then the last section was off-road, and I took a few chances on that. Just thought if I'm going to do alright in this, I think probably downhill is where I'm going to make time up, so big risk of a puncture. That was the biggest thing, but yeah. Third stage of the day coming up, and it's basically hike a bike up to the top of that, I think. So it's not going to be very pleasant. That was absolutely savage. Half an hour of plugging away uphill on stuff like this. Half on the bike, half off the bike. But yeah, nice little spot here now. So that was a very welcome stop in Beulah. I think today I probably didn't eat enough this morning, so I managed to get some food down. I've been relying on gels most of it. I use the PF30 gels and I really get on with those, but I just haven't eaten enough this morning. Got a fair distance on a linking stage now, and we're heading down to Brecon. There's now just one section left, and it's the big one. It's the gap up and down. I think I've got a tough decision to make. I think I could potentially make up time on the downhill. It's just how much risk I take. So risk in terms of punctures more than anything else. I think I'm going to lose time going up, and we'll just see then. See how I'm feeling, see what the track's like as to how hard I push going down. I go through. Hey, up, 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 up. So I made it down, thankfully unscathed. And I tell you what, if Rupert or anyone else, especially on a gravel bike, is taking time on me down there, then I'll take my hat off them. Because yeah, I just went for it in the end. I thought, what the hell. And thankfully, made it down, no punctures, couple of rim to rock incidents, but yeah, no problems. And just a nice 50k ride now back to Cardiff. So that's GB2 done. Big thanks to Racing Collective. It's a really cool concept. Really enjoyed it. Big thanks to Dav, Kate and Bethan as well at Team Mara at the campsite, because that was way better than I expected. So yeah, big thank you. It's been a bit of a whirlwind since I finished. I'm now halfway through a bonus 45k's riding home. But nearly there, and looking forward to putting my feet up.